All right. How's everybody doing tonight? Brent, Jeffrey, appreciate the comments. We're going to be playing some ladder tonight. Ladder is one thing that I typically don't chase after. It just ends up kind of happening for me to get up to Mythic. I'm not ever really chasing to get to Mythic, especially because I'm playing different decks for every Mythic or every day, I should say. So sometimes trying to find the right deck really hurts my stuff. But congratulations, Brent, getting to Mythic. That's awesome. Did you play that deck that you shared? We're actually gonna play Seems Legit's deck, Prof Bounce. He did hit Mythic with this one, and I was having a blast with this one last night. There's a couple of decks. Obviously, Brent's was fun too. Chunky Years was fun. Posted my winning game for Mythic and screenshots on Discord. Awesome. I gotta pop up my Discord here just so I have it handy. We'll check that out. See what you got going on. There you go. Winning game to Mythic. With the Southwind Avatar and the Pest Trigger. Nice. 7 power Deep Cavern Bats. That's awesome. Congrats on that. Yeah, your deck's fun though. That's what it's all about. This one has a lot more kind of intricate pieces to it, but it has a lot of repetitive lines. Especially once you get the Mind Stone turned on. The whole idea of this deck, it's funny because you'll look at this and you're like, how do you even win the game? But essentially, you can use the Mind Stone. You're going to harness the Mind Stone, and then you're going to basically just repeatedly flicker Coming of Galactus or Rise of Sozin. Eventually, you'll find your Seminar that you're going to be able to cast multiple spells. The neat thing with the Rise of Sozin, you can actually do destroy all creatures every single turn, and then also you choose a card name and you eliminate that from their deck every single turn. So you can just basically destroy their deck just with this card alone with a Mind Stone, which is kind of slick how that kind of works out with this deck. You also gain life with Cornucopia, and you got a couple different kind of things going on. You got Authority of the Council, so their stuff comes into play tapped, so it's not like they can hurt you with haste creatures. A lot of different things going on with this deck. But we're going to try playing this one. We've had success with it so far. And, okay, let's check out where we are right now. We're not very far. We're plat tier 2 right now, so we will get cracking on it. Our goal is to try to hit Diamond tonight. And we're going to play this deck until the wheels fall off. Or until, if we have a really problem with it. But I have a feeling we're going to see some success with it. All right, opponent goes first. We can keep this one. Vicious Rivalry's pretty good. Authority of the Council's nice. Let's get that out. Just so we can use a Get Lost next turn if we need to. Mono black so far. Question is, are they like a slasher build? Are they a discard build? We'll see what they do. You don't have a single authority? Authority is a fun card. I'd recommend getting them eventually because it's in Foundations, so they're live for another 3 years that you can play it in Standard, and then it works really well with the split up card removal. Okay, what did they get? They grabbed our Rise. I mean, we're not that upset. guess we do tapped first. Oh, you don't have Get Lost either? This one's rotating out in January or February, so not sure. I mean, if you don't play it typically, I wouldn't craft it if you don't have to. But the Authority of the Councils is here for another number of years, so you're good crafting that if you want to play with it. We are going to play the Wastewood so we can start ramping here. Looks like they're stuck on 2 land, which is really good if they grabbed our 6 drop. We can cast Decorum next turn. They could have a Bitter, but that's or for our Liliana. Okay, we got to discard too. I think we discard here. Kind of want to keep this for the Rise. I think they're going to be like a full discard deck. Let's do this. We'll... Yeah, let's do this. Can always get it back if we draw the right thing. We'll pay 2 life. What do we need from this? Black, green. Do we have anything we need double green for? No. We got enough white. We'll go green, pay 2 life. Card draw. Hey Nacho, how's it going? Yeah, it gets rotated in February, so don't worry about burning wild cards on it. You despise Authority. Authority is a very handy card in certain decks. It is really nice in like a mono white Ugin deck with the discard too. Momentum Breaker and Day of Judgment. We're down to 8, so we got to be very careful here. I think we get the land down. And we hold up everything else, because then we can just use these for discard. They're only at 3. We want to keep our Get Lost for the Rise. We don't want them searching through our deck. Yeah, you saw me live on YouTube Home. Awesome. Glad you were able to see that. That was live last night as well. Cauldron. Can't take care of it with that. Kind of a bummer, because that actually gets rid of stuff from our yard. They're going to go after maybe our Liliana. Hey, there we go. We can get rid of the Cauldron now. Okay, we gotta stop taking damage here. Mind Stone's really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes. We need to get a Cornucopia to start gaining some life here. We'll destroy their Cauldron. Yeah, I did. This is actually seems legit's deck that I'm playing tonight that we're climbing with. The unfortunate thing is today I was testing a couple different decks and I went down a touch. So we got a little bit of a climb to go. We want to drop this. Yeah, like we do. We'll attack in. We can get the rise down and try going after. So if they're a discard deck, what card do you think we should go after? Ooh, Annex. They probably have a core, don't they? So we should probably go after the core, maybe? We probably are going to decline this. We don't want to lose any more life. Let's get this. We'll attack in first. Oh, we could flicker this, too. Let's harness. We'll get the authority down. So if they get a creature, we get the... Alright, do that. Now we can flicker this. Kill their Annex. This is kind of the combo that we're playing with here. Yeah, actually, a lot of your decks I went undefeated with last night, which was nice. Your Downfall, we don't really care about that. We're going to flicker this again. We are not going to draw. We need to find our life gain first. Let's do this. Tapped. I want to flicker this turn. And then we want to start searching through their deck. So let's do this. And then we'll leave mana up for Get Lost. And we'll flicker this. Kill their core. And then if they try casting this, it doesn't really matter. We're actually going to Get Lost. That way we can flicker our Rise. Because we're going to go after Unholy Annex, I think. Not that it matters much. If Day of Black Sun in hand, okay. Deadly Cover-Up, we're looking at their hand here. Slasher's pretty good. Anything hasty? Nothing hasty, but I guess we got our things. Anything to kill enchantments? No. Duresses. Strategic, Cruel Call. Bandit's Talent would be one to get rid of. I think Bandit's Talent, Ral Zarek. Deadly Cover-Up is probably good too. We'll do that. We'll do that. Go to their graveyard. Deadly Cover-Up, I think, might be the next one. Because I don't want them going through our deck. Decline. As much as I would love to draw those. We'll have them discard a card. Bandit's Talent. I think Deadly Cover-Up, then Bandit's Talent. Maybe we should have kept that in hand. We can flicker this. They can turn on their creature land. Let's flicker here. Pass. Yeah, the recurring one is the Paradigm, the Decorum for the card draw. We're not letting it because it's going to do damage to us. They're actually pretty close to dead. They can turn on their sanctuary, attacking for 4. We could just die here because they could do their maps. Actually, no, we're gonna. We should have flickered the Galactus so that we could have killed a map. We did that wrong. But we can still get 1 life here. Oh, they're only gonna get up to 5. Not the worst, I guess. Did they not attack in? Interesting. Oh, Wrath of God, too. Okay. We were talking about not Day of Black Sun. What was the sweeper we were talking about? Deadly cover-up. Deadly. There we go. We're gonna get rid of those. And then I think next it's either Rahl or Bandits. I think Bandits probably. Decline that. Oh, we could have actually... We can do damage to them next turn with that. Let's do this. Let's actually flicker this one. That way we can do additional damage to them. And turn. Get rid of this. This does go away, but we get a creature. Alright, GG. Yeah, slashers, the nice thing about the slashers is we do have to do a double removal with them, but they come into play tapped, which is nice. When we had the enchantment down, that's the whole point of the councils in the deck. Hey, Copwatch, how's it going? Good seeing you in here. That did look painful for them. That's what this deck's all about. We go first. We do have ramp. This looks pretty vicious too. Let's see what we can do. Enter tapped. Seems legit. I'm playing your deck. We're going to try to ladder with your deck tonight. So I appreciate you sharing your list with me. What's tomorrow's video? I built a Black Ugin life gain deck where it starts out with like a Twitching Doll and Bleck, which Bleck can add counters to the Twitching Doll because it's a spider. So it kind of has the neat play with that. Oh, this is not good. And then it turns into a Professor Annex Ugin life gain emblem deck. Pretty fun to play. We need land stat. Oh, sorry to hear you were sick, man. Hopefully you're feeling better. Momentum. Man, we are not finding our land here. I have a feeling they're going to do Converge on us pretty soon. Discarding Doppelganger, jeez. I think this is a loss already. Heaped Harvest. Interesting. Well, as long as I draw land, I feel pretty unstoppable, but, jeez, at least we get a land off that. This is enchantment. What's a creature enchantment? We take 4. I mean, we can Rivalry for 3. Gets rid of their Cornucopia. We just get this out to ramp. Attack in. Yeah, non-creature decks are tough for this list. I would feel better if we could actually, you know, cast stuff. We were just stuck on 2 land for most of the game. Doubling Season. All right. I think we need to get after that first with the Galactus. There's too many things they can do with that on the board. I got a counter spell. Hold on for their doppelganger? Yeah, that's a good idea. They even have counter spells too. Yeah. Well, they're just going to doppelgain the Overlord, which is just going to kill us anyways. So it really doesn't matter too much. They only have to have it for 4 copies. Yep. Now they got 3 doubling seasons. This is pretty crazy. Pretty sure this one's over with. We got stuck on 2 lands too long. We would have had a shot, I think, if we would have hit our lands, because we could have gotten rid of like an Overlord earlier. I mean, we know what their game plan is. And he attacks in, and we take 9. We'll just let them have this one. Good old mana. I take it you didn't have much luck with Jeskai with this list. Although, if you can get Rise of Soljan down and get to that second step, you probably are pretty good. Get rid of the Revelations. I know if you get rid of those out of that deck falls apart pretty good. Godless Shrine. We don't have green yet. We gotta fix the art on these. That's gonna bother me. We'll just put it tapped. Green, red, black. Yeah. Where's the Mind Stone? I think we just killed that. I guess we can hold off for a Day of Judgment. Let's hold off for a day. Since we can cast it, if we absolutely need to, we can do a Get Lost next turn. We just want him to drop another creature. Because we're going to take 2 damage anyways. If we cast a spell, I guess we're going to take... Ooh, that's pretty good. Oh, we might as well do this then. Yep. Take 2 life, take action. Need some green mana. Alright, I'll check out the updated list after this one. Okay, this is a little concerning. They got Ghalta in the yard, which means they're just going to go off. You don't have a ton for... I mean, we want to get this down, but we don't have enough land. Because this can go after the Ghalta. You can force a discard. Probably wants the discard. Let's do that. We got the sweeper anyways. Alright. That's good to hear, seems. This is, I mean, these last 2 games are the only games that I've stumbled with this list. For mana-wise. Rakdos joins up. That's not good. They're going to get the Ghalta. We can sweep as long as they don't have haste. Okay. We can sweep that. Yes. Get Lost, the Rakdos joins up. Yeah. That is a good call. Into play tap, we'll sweep. They do get the copy, unfortunately, but we'll be able to kill that next turn. That was Squelcher coming up too. We need land is basically the answer. Boros United to Battlefront deck. Yeah, that is a good deck. Chunky. Ooh, we need another sweeper. We need a land. Oh, they have haste on this. Okay, never mind. We're dead. Yeah, we're missing land drops, man. What did they end up dropping? 7 lands? And we had 3? 4. We ended up getting 4 lands. They had 7. All right, let's check out your other list if you think you have a better, smoother land drop here. Let's just look at this quick. All right, so you have Heaped Harvest here. Get the basic lands. Okay. We'll try it. I am loving Mindstone. Mindstone is such a fun card. I still got to work on a mono white Ugin deck I want to build with Mindstone in. Keep. It's not bad. Get this out. Probably get like a swamp. We'll make them think we're a landfall deck. Badgermal Cub. Swamp now. Oh, you put it... Okay, I saw it in the sideboard. I didn't know you didn't have it in the deck. I didn't notice that. I think that's not a bad idea because it does kind of feel like a win more card in many ways. We don't have a sweeper here, so I think we might just get rid of the Badgermole Cub with the Get Lost. If we had a sweeper, we would probably just drop the Mindstone. There's another Badgermole. Interesting that he put it on that. Okay. I think we need a sweeper real quick. Rarely do I run into land destruction decks. I did run into one today, but it wasn't like pure land destruction. Usually, maybe once every couple days I run into one. And I play every day, so it's not that common. Let's see here. I think we do this into the cornucopia. He's gonna have a ton of land here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, we're gonna have to get rid of that with the Professor. Hey, Nox Official, how's it going? During Team NXT, there were players that mattered. That's a lot worse than the players now. Feels harder to climb. I guess I haven't really tried climbing this time. I guess I always run into a deck that just seems to do well at eventually. Let's get this. Man, we're gonna take at least 8 damage. We really wanted a sweeper. We hate to do this, but we can do this into this. Yeah, let's do this. Maybe they'll attack this instead. It'll keep us alive a little longer. We're going to destroy the Hydra. Yeah, Nacho, I agree with you that the issue is that the decks just get better and better. Like, the decks aren't going to get worse. That's the thing. You're not removing any cards. You're just adding more cards. So it's only gonna get harder. I agree with you on that. Yep. He's gonna attack in for doing some damage there. We'll take 6. We can drop this and get rid of his Badger Mole.
This is the worst batch of students.
Oh, there we go. Man. 2, 4, 6, 9 damage. We don't have our sweeper this turn. I feel like we almost need to drop this, though. I guess we're going to gain 2 life if we drop this. Or we're going to gain 1 life if we do this. And then we can sweep. This is risky. The correct play probably was to drop that. I'm actually going to cast this again to gain an additional life, just in case. I had it. Xaxes. Bummer. Hey, Turd Gobblers, how's it going? Night is going well. How have your streams been going? If everybody doesn't know, Turd Gobbler's also a YouTuber as well. He does a lot of streaming, so check out his stuff. We go first here. Let's keep it. We can hold on to that just in case they got something. Feels rigged. Yeah. We'll try getting one of the cornucopias down. They got counters, it looks like. Or they got something. Hey, that's fine. Barely been playing, messing with AI. What are you doing with AI? Kind of curious. Actually get this down and we can start gaining life. We want to try to find something that we can kill off death to our enemies. Hey, there we go. Limited amounts of fun. Not the Overlord. Seems very similar to the one deck from before. Do we draw to try to find what we're looking for? And we already know we're going to cast Get Lost. I think we gotta. Drop that. We can get the Mind Stone out. We can get lost. Death to our enemies. Oh, we should have done Cornucopia first. That was a screw up on our part. We do want to find something to get rid of this Overlord because we're worried about them making duplicates. Kind of like what we saw earlier. Or the Council. We get the draw, or we basically go flat here by casting that, so we're good. We don't lose life, we don't gain life. What are they doing here? They're gonna counter it? Alright. Keep Harvest. We can gain some life with that. Let's get Authority of the Council down. See if they... Okay, they're holding up instant speed. See if we can get Professor down. You. Let's gain life.
Is to teach. Yours is to learn.
And then let's get
I have
land
life
down.
instances.
Harvest. Yeah, we missed a couple life there that we could have gained. With white. Alright, we got plenty of mana now. Another Cornucopia. Well, we will draw. Get the Cornucopia down.
I can heal you.
Maybe we just do the Rise. Because then we can go after his other Overlords. Because we can momentum break the next turn. And then we can also turn on the Mind Stone next turn. Let's make him discard. All right, we'll see. This is kind of determining turn here. Yeah, that counterspell was a waste last turn. We're gonna go for Overlord of the Boiler. Is he gonna stop that from triggering? Oh, he's gonna. Oh, he's creating a token. That's fine. Four damage. We gain one life though, so. Oh, he's going after the Professor
Back
with it.
to your seat.
Yeah, you can loop Harvest with Mind Stone. That's slick. Okay, so he did get rid of our Professor, but that's fine.
Arrived too suddenly.
Overlord of the Boiler. So they have Avengers disassembled. They only have one more. Ooh, Ugin. Yeah, we'll want to get rid of his Ugins. Capstone. Jeez, Storm Chaser's talents. So Ugin, then maybe Storm Chasers. Thor isn't great either. Okay, Ugin is going to be the one, I think. Resolve. Cast. Capstone is a good one to go after also. Yeah, I think Ugin is the main priority though, because that gets rid of our stuff pretty easily. Take. Let's go with the. I want to make sure we're not tapping our Mind Stone for this. Let's turn this on first, right? Flicker this, because then we can find the Ugin next turn. Ugin, Capstone, and Thor. Yeah, I think that's the right. What are you non about? That I'm not too worried about. Alright. So we'll go with Ugin. GG. Yeah, he saw that we were just gonna pick his deck apart there. Oh yeah, you did need a Day of Judgment because we had the Rise that got flickered. You're right. Correct. We could have kept it in our hand, just in case he had like a slasher or something. Well, I guess we knew he didn't have that. I don't know what he would have had that we could have used it in our hand for anything. Authority of the Council. So the opponent goes first. We keep this. Got a little bit of ramp. Don't like seeing that. Even everything tapped should help a little bit. We don't have removal other than the Momentum Breaker, which isn't great. So if he drops like a Badger Bowl here, we're kind of in trouble. Or heck, even if he drops his Hydra, we're in trouble. Yeah, it's a fun deck to play. I really do enjoy it. Shelter by Ghost. Well, I guess we can Momentum Breaker then. Fabled Passages, man. Alright, Momentum Breaker, so we get our authority back. Daptoid. Alright, we can ramp. I'm a little nervous what they can drop with the Adaptoid. They're probably using this for the 5 casting cost creature that produces the 5/5. I think we need to let's do this. I want to get rid of this. It'll just be a lot easier doing that now. I guess we should have actually dropped the forest. We'll get another black. Because these would have came into play untapped anyways. We are going to lose cards, but I am hopeful that they're going to replace them with some good stuff. I mean, we'll see. We're going to get green here. We'll get white here. And then this will get black then for us. I mean, we ramped pretty good. We just got to figure out what to do with all this. What do we have against that? I mean, we don't have any. We only have destroys, right? Destroy, destroy, destroy. Day Judgment's a destroy. Momentum Breaker is like the only thing I think we have against that. Cornucopia. Just keep thinning our deck here. Black. On the plus side, we got some damage in because they had to come and play that. Yep, they get rid of it. Alright. So we need to find our Mind Stone so that we can flicker our Momentum Breaker. I think that's the play. Do we have enough? 6? Yeah, I think we have enough here if we draw it right now to do that. Hey, how about we just draw a Momentum Breaker? That works. Alright, we're just going to search out our Mind Stone at this point. That's kind of like what our whole game plan is. Because that's really all we have to go against this. Could drop councils to 3 and up breaker. Oh, okay. We need to find some gas here. Crack harvest the thin. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. We'll go black. Ooh.
I do hope you make this battle exciting
We'll just
for me.
plus. We can block with it and get card draw.
This is more enjoyable than slaying demons.
This is a planeswalker I haven't played with much lately. Used to play with her a lot. Block. Get the draw card. That feels pretty good.
Time to get my hands dirty.
So we want to go after the Sentry with the Rise of Souljan. Ooh, the Mind Stone. I guess it doesn't matter anymore if we got the Mind Stone, right? Take action. We're going to trigger that. We're going to plus this. We're going to get Liliana off here.
Death is such an effective tool.
Okay, we're going to flicker. Have him get rid of his creature. Yeah, the minus on Liliana is so fun. We're in a pretty commanding position right now, given that we have the Mind Stone turned on. We're going to start forcing them to go down a card every turn if they don't cast anything. Oof. plus here. Actually, I should have probably
Worse than
attacked in,
undeath.
rise, and then put that out. I guess we get card draw by doing it this way. Let's do this because I want to get rid of. I want to pick their deck apart a little bit here. We're gonna draw cards anyways.
You get used to it. No way but mine.
We could flicker this to make him discard. And then we can go after the sentry. Yeah, we should have attacked. Yeah, I attacked Souljan. Yeah, I think this is the right course of play. We're going to be drawing cards off of this. It's just a card draw engine at this point. My turn. So sentry. Hold on, let's look at the sentry, Golden Guardian. Okay. All right, GG. It's cool when you can get in those loops because you pretty much know that you got it. I mean, they got to have like the perfect cards to get out of those loops. That's what I really enjoy about this game is getting that loop in. Picking through their deck is fun. Oh yeah, we could have done that. -9 her. I'm not sure if it matters. I guess I might have kept it up to 10, but I guess the -9 would have made more sense just to take care of it right away. We do have the Mind Stone. We have the Coming Galactus. Let's keep this. Seems like a pretty good setup here. We could start with that. Okay, we're playing against the Squirrel Girl. So we're going to probably end a vicious rivalry to get rid of everything. That's unfortunate. We got that out. Cornucopia. We can kill. And we can get lost. Maybe we do Cornucopia get lost to let them fill the board a little bit. Before we do the rivalry. I want them to kind of dedicate more cards here. Okay, Squirrel Girl's out. Now we can sweep the board. They don't have the right cards to do everything they need to do. And that's kind of what we wanted. Hey Neil, how's it going? Mind Stone Menace. Yeah, we're playing the Mind Stone. This is the Seems Legit deck, and we're gonna ladder with this thing. This thing is such a fun deck. So what are they? The biggest is 4, right? Yep. And we could do rivalry. We're gonna get rid of Cornucopia, unfortunately. Is what it is. Pretty much does that deck in though. I mean, they have Vitality left. We can Galactus to get rid of. Breaker. Let's do Galactus. Get rid of this. And then we'll Mind Stone next turn if we get a land. Otherwise, we can Professor and Breaker. Oh, geez. Or we could just... Yeah, let's Professor and Breaker.
Mediocrity will not be tolerated.
And then as soon as we get a land, we'll be flickering the Galactus.
This will only sting for a moment.
Been doing good. How's everything going with you this weekend, Neil? We did find our land. Good green. Crank that on. We'll minus this since we can. We'll flicker this. Because we want to get rid of these vitalities. He is a draw engine. Ooh, Authority of the Council. Fantastic card in this matchup. We will plus here.
I have life essence.
We'll just get this out. I think I'm actually going to flicker this
I'll be in my office.
to get the additional 2 counters on it.
Effort.
During Courage. Sure. Wrath of God. Yeah, they're dead next turn anyways. Gain 3 life.
The right spell turns poison to medicine.
Alright, GG. No, this doesn't have any pulses in this deck, I don't think. Yeah, we could have drew there. I think we're okay where we were. Crack Breaker for life gain. Yeah, we could do that. I like leaving that down there just to, if I want to flicker it, but we had the other Galactus, so it didn't really... I guess we could have just cracked it. It's one of those things. We have so much stuff to do. Oh, this doesn't look good because we only have 1 land. We'll keep this. We'll toss. I like that. Do this. There's so much you can do with the deck, especially when you're in that loop that it's like, you know, what do you really want to do? The life gain would be nice to have. Let's do black to start with. We're playing against the black deck. They got Time Caller. Don't really like that because that has haste. That one, get rid of it. I'm wondering if you want an exile effect in this deck somehow. See if they get another creature out. We can sweep. I think we do Rise. Well, that's not good. They didn't gift us a card, though. That's fine. We're gonna do Rise and hope that we can get the colors with it. We don't have enough for that yet. I guess we just get the harvest out. Take action. What are they waiting for here? Yeah, take action. Let's get the other white out. We can sack this if we need to for 1 life. Rides and Kudits. 5 mana white exile sweeper. Yeah, that 5 mana exile sweeper. Rides End would you be okay? You know me, I would love to throw an Ugin in this list because we get up to 7 mana so easily, but we don't have any other really artifacts to support it. They just stole our Rise, which is a real big bummer for us. These warp creatures are causing us a lot of problems because we can't exile them. We're going to get this out just to gain the extra life, and then we'll kill this. We have the Day of Judgment if they bring them both back. We're trying to outrace them with the life gain, which is really hard, obviously. I do like the Liliana, though. I don't necessarily think Ugin is the right thing to put in it, but it is an exile effect and it gives you card draw and life gain, which fits in this deck decently. Track the harvest to thin? Yeah. We could do that. Warp is back. I like Warp. Warp's a fun mechanic. It's funny because something like you know, playing against us, this is a very dominant card for being able to deal with us because we don't have the graveyard hate. Maybe that's what we need, is a little graveyard hate. I don't know. But then again, you don't have to be short up against every matchup. That's kind of the name of the game at best of one, is sometimes you just have bad matchups. All right, he gets that out. He's probably going to cast his other one. Yep. Let's crack this. We'll get another black mana. Crack that. I'll go for black mana again. Yep. So the nice thing is we are going to be able to kill this with the Day of Judgment. We'll get them both. So we are getting a 2 for 1. They're going to take 2 damage here. We need to find something. Gain something to gain life. Yeah, they should absolutely use warp in the Star Trek. The problem, so the issue with the, so yeah, Ugin and Khor and Annex are fantastic together, but the problem is it takes up so many land slots, or so many card slots, that the deck just transforms into the same, you know, kind of deck with all the other cards. I guess you can make it, but you know, Mindstone doesn't work well with Annex. It doesn't work well with Core. Doesn't work amazing with Ugin. I actually look because Ugin would be. Is Ugin a cast trigger? Yeah. We do have to get lost here. Hold up the get lost on the attack. Let's do that. Since we're not hitting them both. Or maybe we let them attack. Day of Judgment. Let's do that. Because then they have to pay the warp costs. And we could still get lost on the next attack. Well, that feels good. Oh, jeez. They can grab a Bloodletter. They got a Baron too. Yeah, see, we have nothing against that. But they don't have it. They don't have enough here. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. My turn. Liliana. One, two, three, 4. We don't have enough. I guess we can Liliana plus, and then we gotta get lost. That way we got a blocker and we got card draw going on. Just feels better that way. I'm sure they probably have removal. They have 3 cards here. So we'll see. Yeah, the Galactus token just doesn't seem to get there. But it is one of those things where if your opponent can't deal with it, they just scoop the game. So you kind of feel like it's always underwhelming no matter what. But the reality is there's some games that you just win because of it. You just don't get to ever get it because they scoop too soon. We're not going to have him sacrifice because he can just come in and attack this. We want to do card draw, and then we'll keep the get lost available.
You've reached an undead end.
We probably will just sacrifice this too if we don't use the get lost, but I think we're going to end up using the get lost. We need to figure out a way to gain like 4 life a turn. Authority of the Council is really what we need right now, because then these come in tapped. That's really where we're needing to go. Just like what you said there, Rem. Half our life, half our cards in hand. Rounded down. I think we just get lost. And then sacrifice half the permanents they control. No, we don't want to get lost. We can get lost our creature to get 2 permanents. I think that's the play. We get to draw a card. They go down to 5.
Dead.
We're at 4. That was the wrong play. We'll discard here. We lost the game. I misplayed that. I was thinking they sacrifice half their creatures, but they sacrifice land. So yeah, that was an error on my part. I should have kept open the removal for them. Oh man. Yeah, it doesn't even matter what we're doing here. Game's over. Definitely misplayed that. We should have went after the color. Yeah. I don't think we would have drew out of that either. Council might have done it. We could have minus Liliana. Definitely misplayed that though. I should have went after their creature. For some reason, I was thinking we were sacrificing half our creatures, so I thought our creature was dying anyways. So what we could have done is sacrifice permanents, blocked, and still kill their other creature with the get lost after the fact. Yeah. Yeah, Authority would have done it. Hey, we finally got a Mind Stone. Would have loved that last game. Let's keep this. Need to draw lands, but we do have ramp. We're going to start with the Fabled Passage and find black mana. No, we got to find white mana. And then we'll get black mana with the Heaped Harvest. They will not be tolerated. Well, you know me long enough that you know I am good for those mistakes. It's kind of what this channel's all about to a certain point. So people can laugh at my my mistakes. Pure entertainment value. Okay, they're ramping up here. We're gonna get our black mana. Take action. Would love to find an untapped black mana so that we can start doing card draw. What do they got going on here? Slasher. I think we Momentum Breaker. Get rid of the Slasher. We'll hold up Get Lost. Because if they cast another Slasher next turn, we can actually get lost into a Day of Judgment. This is kind of a heads-up play for that. So we're hoping he casts a Slasher. We'll get lost to Slasher. Then we'll Day of Judgment, and we'll sweep both of them into their graveyard. There we go. So this is pretty slick how that works. So we'll go like this. Should have done that at the end of their turn, but it doesn't really matter too much, I don't think, here. I drew a bunch of land from it. Well, we can sweep here. And we still have a Get Lost open if we want it. Actually, let's do this. We're going to pay 2 life, and we'll thin our deck if we don't get lost. Because we'll want to get rid of a creature if it's a big threat, and then cast our Decorum next turn. Desecration Demon. I think we go after that at the end of their turn. Another get lost. That's good. Go after us. I will get rid of the harvest when we have enough available resources to do so, which probably will be this. Well, this is unfortunate. We can't even cast to get lost, so we will be cracking harvest here. We had to tap that way, but dark crystal. Okay. We can turn on Mind Stone next turn to flicker Breaker to kill the Bloodletter. They're tapped out. Actually, they're not tapped out. Oh, they are tapped out. Okay. Let's get green, green, black, black. Let's get another black. Oh, that's good. Yeah, we will draw. Okay, let's harness. Get authority down. We'll flicker Breaker, kill the Bloodletter. Question is, when do they scoop? Okay, they can do a Core Annex. Yep. I think we're actually going to do a Harvest Breaker, unless we draw something. We'll do a Harvest Breaker and then flicker the Harvest. I guess we're going to draw a lot of cards, though. Oh. I think we still do that. Breaker. Have him sack his creature. Actually, we can flicker the... we'll flicker the Breaker. What we can do... We should have dropped this first. We're going to gain an additional life. The Harvest down. Take action. We will get that. Let's tap that down. We'll still have Get Lost up. In turn, we'll flicker. And then we'll get rid of the Vessel. They do have Core available if they want to turn them on. This list does feel a little smoother. Okay, let's see if he turns on the Core. Because we'll Get Lost that. He did not. Okay, we'll draw. We need to get a Cornucopia. Oh, we should have cracked the Harvest. That was a mistake. We have another goal. We have a Galactus. I think we just go after the Core. That's an interesting play line that he had there. Oh, should have kept that up. We'll go with that. We'll flicker that. Get rid of the Bloodletter. And then we'll just start picking apart everything else here. There we go. This is just when this deck's fun here. get a land. We only have one more land in the deck. Might as well. Don't need them getting stuff back. Do we get the concede here finally? Yeah, this version of List does feel like it's going pretty smooth so far. Really like it. I gotta make a video on this if you're okay with that. Oh, what are we doing? It's indestructible. I'm an idiot. All right, let's go. And we'll flicker this one, go after the crystal. I mean, it didn't really matter all that much. It's going to allow us to do multiple points of damage. It's a slasher. We'll just keep the Get Lost up. We don't need to cast that right now. We will sack the harvests. Sack one. We want to keep the... I guess we don't need to. We don't have any more basics, do we? Or do we have one left? Pass. Might as well just do that. We have one more, right? Or did we draw that last one? There we go. We're out of basics, so no use in cracking this. Other than gaining life. Ooh, are we getting Assault Rope? No, we're good. My turn. Day Adjustment. Get the draw as well, which is nice. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, we're going to kill any creature that he has. Doesn't really matter what we have that. We're gonna end turn, we'll flicker. Submit 0. Oh, we should have flickered the breaker. That was a mistake. So they get that at the beginning of their turn. Let's tap. We gain life. That's fine. They didn't have a card in hand, so it didn't matter what we were flickering. Yeah, we still have 23 cards in the deck, so we're good to go. But thanks for checking, Neil. Sure. Another Mind Stone. It's funny, they only went down 21 cards. We kind of took over things here. We'll draw some more. We're just trying to find our professor, really. Hey, speak of the devil.
I'll make short work of this problem.
We can even get the creature
Never
turned on next turn. I
growth
think we
for
flicker this one because I kind of want to just get that 16/16 down. We'll draw the land here. Yeah, I think the professors, it just takes a while to get there in some of these games. So we're gonna blink this one. Pass the turn. That's fine. They don't have any cards in hand. We'll minus the professor. Hey, Cornucopia. We get our 16-16 baddie. Maybe we'll win the game with it, right? Yeah, we'll still draw here. Liliana. Let's go with a minus here.
One last experiment to conquer death.
Get that out. We could do some additional damage with this. Because we're going to gain 2 life here. We can get Liliana out as well. Take action. Build their bloodletter. I will say you're not playing fast games with this deck, but they're fun games, right? The more I play the deck too, I can actually speed up quite a bit. So I'm gonna, yeah, nah, we won't bother with it here. End turn. We will flicker Professor.
It's Professor Delian fell.
And they're at 6. We could have just won there because we could have Cornucopia'd and then cast these 3. So we had the win actually last turn. Or did we not have enough white? We did 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess we didn't have enough land. There we go. I'll admit this is this feels like the green, black, white Jeskai deck. Jeskai do nothing deck in a lot of ways. But that's okay. It's fun to have a different type of deck. Oh yeah, it is once per turn, you're right. So it wouldn't have done that much damage. Only 1 damage. We got the ramp. We do have 2 sweepers, which is nice. Let's keep this. Let's get this out first. Jeez, we found another sweeper. We're going to need them against this matchup. Overgrown Tomb. Dollmaker? Okay. We're going to take a good amount of damage here. Shoot. Don't like this. Get the harvest. We need to get another... we got black. We got white. This is a plains, which turns this on. This is turned on. I think we get black. Talents is pretty good. They're gonna get card draw off of that. Jeez. We need to be able to start sacking stuff with the Galactus. But we have to do the sweeper first no matter what. Oh, look at that. That is a card I like to see. And we can do the sweeper on top of it too. At least it comes into play tapped. We do gain a life. We do have the rivalry to help us sweep the board again. Day of Judgment. I mean, we got 3 sweepers here. 2. I think we possibly use this sweeper on 2 because it's only 2 life. Yeah, let's do that. We could also Dollmaker. I think this is the play first, though. Kind of want to hold off until we can flicker this. 2. Simple potato, let's bake fries. Potato, how's it going in Brazil? Thank you for stopping in. We can gain some life by sacking this. Might want to hold on a little bit. That's a bummer. Yeah. How bad can they go off this turn? We might have to do another sweep before we get rid of the Dollmaker. Well, that's pretty good. Well, we definitely want to get rid of that. We're a little nervous about them pulling stuff out of their yard now. Interesting. I think we just go for this and go to the Dollmaker. And then we're going to end up sacking this to gain a little life, I think. Yeah, we don't have any other ways to get out of land right now, unfortunately. We just gain 3 life if we sack this. We don't... Oh, when you sacrifice it. Never mind. You're right. We should be doing that. Okay. We'll do that on their turn. They got a token. We really want to flicker this thing. Thank you, Potato. I appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Alright, we're going to be taking some damage here. We know they got the spell to bring stuff back, so I have a feeling we're kind of hosed in this game no matter what. Rack. Gain 3, find our land. Action. That might not be that bad. I think we go after the Blood Witch. Actually, what's the 4-mana white sorcery to bring back all the two power creatures? What's the name of that one? Does anybody have that on hand? I'm drawing a blank as to what it is. Raise the Past. I'm going to search out Raise the Past because That's the only thing I think they have in their yard or in their deck possibly that could bring it back. And that would just blow us out. They got 3 1/1s or 2/2s or 2 casting house creatures. We are down to 8, unfortunately. Thanks, Neil, for that. Ooh. Yeah, we'll raise the past, and then I think we got to Day of Judgment here, and we'll take it. Well, at least we'll get rid of this. Oof. Professor can allow us to gain life at least. Raise the past. Elspeth. Of course they got Elspeth, right? They did have 2 raise the past. They have 1 more Elspeth. 1 more Sephiroth. And then Vengeful's. Alright, we need to get Mind Stone. We'll take 2 damage here. The Elspeth's going to be a little tough. Fortunately, we can actually get rid of their tokens with the rivalry without paying mana. Or without paying
Follow my
life, I should say.
instructions, and you might survive.
Get lost, they get rid of them. Bummer.
This was a dead. This will only sting for a moment.
Elspeth has to get rid of this, doesn't it? Get Lost would be really good to get rid of the Elspeth.
I welcome all allies.
Because we're going to have this beast of a creature here. We can turn this on. Well, Momentum's not going to do it. We can get him to discard. Here's the problem. If we use Rivalry, we're going to get rid of our Galactus. We don't want to do that. Let's go to town. So he can't actually kill our Galactus with this. I think we're going to keep that on top. We'll just get this out to kill one of his tokens. This will allow us to gain some life then too. Is he gonna create a token? Or is he gonna sack a token? He did. If we can make this possibly a 2020, which still isn't enough to kill. It's nice that Elspeth can't kill this. Yeah, you can kill that one.
Evil falls to its death.
Doing it to stay alive. Voice of Victory. Well, we might be able to win if we sack all 3 of these and put them on Galactus. I guess we only have to sack 2 possibly. We'll see how this goes. Does he have something for it? Oh, really? Okay, well, we got a sweeper then. He had it. My turn. With the Liliana. I guess we do the Liliana with the -4. He's going to create tokens next turn and then fly the turn after. Yeah, let's do the -4. We can draw a card if we do the
Undead make
sweep
great minions.
with the tokens.
My packs give me strength.
He's going for a talent win. Well, there's the pack beast. Now we have to pay 3 life.
More heroes
Okay.
for the cause.
It does draw a card, unfortunately. We need to get rid of this Storm Slayer. Fortunately, we can use Liliana as a draw engine. We need to get... Oh, that's 4 casting us. We're going to take 4 damage. Oh, he's going to kill our Liliana now. Man, they had it all, didn't they?
Exhausted.
Deep Harvest. And on our deck, we'll do this for 4. We kind of have to. Dan the Man, how's it going?
Join the fight.
Oh, we could have sacrificed the wrong order. Yeah, we should have done the thing after. Well, they had the Vengeful also. I mean, yeah, they had it. Didn't matter what we did there. We didn't find our well, Mind Stone we needed. We didn't find our a lot of stuff that we needed basically. We only found one Professor. The Mind Stone was the big thing. If we could have started flickering some of that stuff, we would have been in pretty good shape. Getting rid of their Planeswalker would have been important. Yeah, Ravelry before a harvest, correct. But they also got rid of our Authority of the Council, which was really important for them. If they couldn't have done that, we would have been in pretty good shape, I think. This feels good, but I guess we have to play against a creature deck. We don't have a ramp. We don't have a Mind Stone. Liliana feels good. I mean, these are expensive at 6, and we only have 3 mana. I will pay 2 life to get a Authority down early, maybe, because then we can do it again turn 2. Yeah, being able to tutor is not a bad thing. No, you can't name land with it, I don't think. Up to 4. I guess you could, but you're only removing 4. Yeah. Basically, you're not wanting to do it on basics, but you can do it on special lands. I guess you could cut them off colors possibly by doing that. If you know what, I mean, you're gonna have to be in the know of a lot of stuff to do that. Sure. Double authority. Now we're just hoping we get 3 mana. Hey, another squirrel deck. So we basically want to find our sweeper as fast as we can here. We can do a momentum breaker here to get rid of that. Before they get something that they don't care about sacking. Yep, Vitality. Authority of the Council is going to be really rough on them. We need to get our second black here. It's going to be pretty important. Cover up works only if it's in the graveyard, though. So it's tough to get it in the graveyard sometimes. Boroid. Okay. It's possible we can get our black fast enough. We'll see. We got to get up to 6. We're only at 5, so we have to draw 2 lands. Or ramp. Cornucopia would be decent. We might not get there just because we don't have black mana. Look at all of the forest. I think we're almost out of forest in our deck. There's Squirrel Girl. This life gain's keeping us alive, I think. One black mana untapped, and we could just clean this game up, I think. We are in trouble. They should have put the counter on the Boroid. Okay. We take 6. So we're dead no matter what next turn if we don't get black mana. Jesus. Oh. What are you going to do, right? Well, all we can hope for is that they screw up. They destroy that. Okay.
Oh, I've made lots of friends in this time.
Maybe they want to, show off their squirrel prowess. Instead of winning. We'll see. I mean, they got the game here. We can gain life. Wasn't a bad hand until we didn't get our second black mana. This is just how it goes. Platinum tier 2. We are not doing great today. We've been having some struggles. We're about 50-50 right now with this. Just some bad mana games, unfortunately. Okay, early authority. We will get black with this. We'll keep it. We do not have... Oh, there's a Mind Stone. Let's get this down to the Mind Stone. So we can get the Mind Stone out. Get authority out. Then we got our double black here. Okay, they're annexing. So we need to find a Galactus to get rid of the Unholy Annex. We can use this to go after they're doing talent. Get rid of one. Because we want our lands. Try to turn on Mindstone. Well, there goes our rise. Okay. We got a lot of stuff to draw into. We'll get this down. 3 authorities. Let's get the black. We're just hoping they don't force us to discard the favor. I guess we got 2 black now. Yeah. We need to find like a sweep. Fortunately, we're gaining a bunch of life every time we drop a creature. Oh, jeez. I think we just keep the land in our hand at this point. Yeah. Let's drop that one. And then they can make us discard the other one. Oh, man. This is getting backbreaking, man. That's okay, though. All having fun. We definitely should have dropped the land. I mean, that's the lesson learned there. Because actually we needed 6 mana first. Oh, we did get a sweeper. But this needs 6 mana, so if we would have dropped the land, we could have still cast this next turn. Good chance that they just force a discard, yeah. Yeah, we'll decline that. Force us to discard it anyways. So we're going to be taking 4 damage a turn now. We need like a Galactus and 2 land so we can flicker it. Oh, he has a slasher too. Oh. At least we're gaining life because he's casting. He shouldn't be casting the creature, I think. Well, there we go. We'll destroy their creature.
You're dismissed.
And then we get another trigger. Well, the deck has the Decorum for drawing. It has the Professor that you can do drawing with. Getting all of the land out of your deck also smooths out your draws. Liliana also allows you to draw. But it doesn't have a ton of draw. We'll just drop that right away because we need to get up to 6. I think we just draw.
Show me what you've learned.
That's not good. 2, 3, 4, 5. We can't even turn this on yet. Yeah, us missing that land drop by trying to hold those on also made it so that we couldn't turn on the Mind Stone here. Not that it matters a ton. I mean, we could have got this up to 5. Demon Wall. That turns on the Annex for them. Early card draw, yeah. Late card draw. It has a ton of card draw, I think, later on. But you're getting... I would consider all of your ramp card draw with you searching for lands and stuff. We'll get that. We'll draw. We're just dead
I can heal you.
this turn, aren't we? They picked apart our hand perfectly to get rid of our prizes. And we just didn't draw anything else, really. Jeez, we're going to take 4, 8. Yeah. We're dead. Hillbilly, how's it going? Good to see you. The ladder climb is not doing fantastic. We were rocking this deck last night, and man, we're just not drawing well today. Let's mix this up. We'll actually swap out. We're gonna go to a different deck for a little bit. Let's play Brent's pest deck. Just want to switch it up a little bit. Change our juju. Awesome. Awesome, Hillbilly. Good hearing that. For all of you guys that don't know, Hillbilly is a streamer. Streams quite a bit, so definitely check out his channel on YouTube. Hillbilly, do you stream on Twitch too, or is it just YouTube? I think we'll try this. I think we're going to try to get one of these down so we get black. Yeah, send me that one out, or post that one, Neil. I like that one. That was a fun list. I've been wanting to play that. I was looking at the Mightiest Heroes card today. Get our pest down. Do the black. Just YouTube, okay. We'll play your list there, Neil, next. Start cranking some wins out. No block. Blackout. No attacks. Next turn, we can drop a pest and then drop the legitimate business. So they shelter. Guess we're dropping another black and a land. Ooh, we are in trouble. Children, a little too late. We'll attack in here, gain a little life, roll the creatures. We're going to take 7 damage here. I don't think there's any way around this with what we got in this deck. We don't have any sweepers. Nope. GG. 0 and 4 versus mono white. Interesting. You don't have a lot of interaction in the deck, unfortunately. Let's see. We'll watch for Neil's deck here. We'll switch over to that one. He has a neat Dino deck with the Marvel sorcery card that pops out a lot of them. Kind of a nice new variant on that deck. Here we go. Let me craft all here. What do we got? One wild card. Okay. So the whole idea is that you're trying to get out like a Hammer Skull, all your mana creatures, or even like a Raptor, because if you can get 6 mana, you can Teamwork 5 here and essentially look at the top 8 cards of your deck and put all creatures into play. And the idea is you're going to be sneaking in like Gulta, because Gulta can allow you to cast anything from your hand. You're trying to find Hatchers to give you haste, and then you just attack it and win. Thank you for putting it there, Neil. This is kind of a nice new play on the Dinos deck, because too much people are trying to sneak Gulta into play off of Foggy Swamp Visions. I like this version. Let's give this one a whirl. It is heavy, yes. It has some big boys in it. All right. So as normal, when I play Neil's deck, I'm going to get yelled at. No, I'm just joking, Neil. I'll misplay some, but Neil helps me out. It's a new deck for me, so we'll race out the Manifestation, and then we'll be able to get the Raptor, and then we should have enough for the Earths, as long as the Raptor's in play. The deck's more resilient than I thought it was, because I thought I took care of you a couple times when I was playing against you, and you managed to just bring it all back out real quick. Nah, I was just joking, Neil. I'm just remembering the when I was playing the mono blue enchantment deck. And not enchantment, elemental deck. And just how bad I was playing that, because I didn't play that one before. So the first, handful of times I was trying to play it, it was just miserable. How bad I played. But man, I got the hang of it, and I went 21-0 with it, which was awesome. No attacks. And we should be able to do this next turn now, if we have the Raptor still around. If they have a counter spell, it is what it is, right? We can always follow it up with a Gulta, and then bring out our Voltorn, I suppose. Neil always has some fun lists that he plays, and I really enjoy his decks. He's a very good player. Alright, they're attacking him for some damage. We are going to say, bring it on. And we just hope they don't have like a spell snare. And we'll get this out. Oh, I should have thought about that. We could have tapped that. So that was a misplay. That, get that, get that. Now we can get them all out. They don't have haste. We can do this and get Galta out. No attacks. Wonder why. Oh, okay, never mind. This isn't the other Galta I was thinking of. So we can block the flyers. I mean, we got blockers here for days. We can also drop the Tyrant. We didn't find any of our Haster, unfortunately. Because we would have had Trample. Okay, he's going to snare our Galta. We'll double block his flyer, I think. Okay. I guess we can. It's a 5/5 now. I think we block it. It's a lot of mana. Well, we can do that again, I guess. And another Galta. There we go. Now we can attack in. Worked out pretty well. We can Badger Mold Cub too. I think we just attack in. That is a big GG. Fun deck. I always like Dino variants. They are kind of a bit glass cannon-y, but in best of one, you can make them work pretty well. That is a big GG. Bro, hit it with the whole zoo. Yeah, that's about it. We do have ramp. Let's feel. Here's a question, Neil. Do you mulligan into your sorcery? Or do you just kind of hope you draw it? We do have ramp, so I'm kind of tempted just to keep this. Opponent does go first, though. We'll keep this so that we can try to ramp. green black. They're charting course. Dinosaur. Not that it matters that much, but we can do that. Oh, it's not 4. Yeah, I missed that. We missed 2 damage there. Through F5. We can give it haste. Should be in pretty good shape here. Yeah, okay. I guess that's the answer. We can do it without it. A little bit, you want to see a little bit more ramp than just the one if you got it? Okay, that makes sense. I think we got a little lucky in that one. You want to do a wolf? Hounds and wolf count? I have a budget. This is a long time ago, by the way. But I have a budget wolf deck in my videos that I really enjoyed playing. So that it was probably like 7 months ago. Maybe longer. It was last year sometime, I think. Alright, we'll play another one. Just with the dinos? Yeah. Makes sense, Neil. Earth Mighties. It's a fun card, though. Yeah, you can win without it, but, man, how fun is that? Have you ever... I get... Because there's the 2 Ghaltas. The other Ghalta's nice to get stuff out of your hand. But this can cast really quick. Let's try it. We'll try this one. We got a little bit of ramp going on here. Need to find land. I mean, we're still in kind of rough shape here with this hand. They don't have much going on. I mean, they can go off pretty quickly, but yeah, it's not looking the greatest here. Yeah, colorless decks are a little tough. They're a little bit easier now that you have the... man, I'm drawing a blank as to what the ability is, but where you can feed in different mana colors into the colorless spells. Converge. You got the Converge that you can do with the colorless spells, which is nice. Yeah, they're gonna blow us out with an Ouroboros or something here. Well, actually, they're gonna... We got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I mean, they could just... Oh, they only Nature Rhythm for 4? They're gonna Boroid here. Yeah, we're just dead. No block. Too late. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, I mean, we kept that because we want to do the Earths, but we didn't have any of the 3-dropped 6/6s or anything, so I guess that should have been a mulligan. right. We got more ramp here. This is actually pretty good. This one we can go with. Okay, the Ascension. Okay, I think we're in really good shape here. We'll be able to get Hatcher down. I guess we only have 4 here, so we'll get this down. We'll attack him. And the next turn, we'll be able to do Earth's Mightiest. Okay, now we need to... Well, actually, we still can do Earth's Mightiest. Actually, can we? Do Dinosaur. Do this. Onto that. I guess we can, can't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we have to do... And then we could do this. Teamwork. We need teamwork 5. Shit. Alright, let's go with... We can do that into this. Heck, we can do... We can do that again, right? No, let's just do this first. We'll just slam this out. Teamwork 5. We'll pay 3. Okay, untap. Then we get those 4. But then we could have hasted everything, so we would have won that turn. Alright. I guess we already had haste in turn. Yep. Yeah. Well, I actually have 2 screens here. I do have you guys on chat on another screen, but the delay, there's quite a bit of a delay between when you post to what I'm doing. It's quite a bit. It's like I'd say about a 10-second delay, maybe a little bit longer. It all worked out. We got a mulligan here. We only have 1 land. We got more ramps, so we'll try this. Get rid of that. We'll try that. Yeah, figured it out. We got it. Hey, there we go. That's a nice one. We just need to find our... Whoop. Get that out. No attack. We can get the Hatcher out next turn, I think, instead of the Raptor. Maybe we get the Raptor out. Hatcher can attack in, though. We'll do the Hatcher. And then this gets haste on the turn after. I guess if we do the opposite, if we draw the sorcery, we're golden. I think we're fine either way now. Let's do it this way. Because we got a blocker as well. We'll attack in here. Well, I'll show you how long the delay is. When I see the next person type something, type delay, and I'll mention when the delay goes in the chat. That'll tell you how long of a delay it is. Delay. Okay. Nacho just posted delay. Tell me how many seconds that is for you. We'll just keep this back. It feels like it's probably like 10 seconds at least. About 10 seconds. Might not be that bad to cast. This can kill everything. This can kill. It's fine if they block them. Way more than 10 seconds? Maybe 15 seconds? But that just shows you what kind of delay I'm working on. Is for blockers. The Discover 5 here. Hey, got the Hatcher. That's pretty good. Okay, I'm going to type howdy as I say howdy in the chat at the same time. So, howdy. All right, I did that at exactly the same time. Let me know if you want me to time it again. Hey, thanks, Nacho. I appreciate that. The likes really do help out the channel. The likes allow more people to see it, basically. The algorithm only shows it if people like the videos. All right, we got it. It was immediate. That's crazy. So I wonder if there's just a delay on my end, like even me typing. Maybe it's just a delay in what I'm seeing from chat. I don't know. What goes first? Mulligan. This feels a little better. Get rid of the tyrant. Interesting. Yeah. So I'm immediate to you, but you guys are delayed to me. I'm wondering how I could change that. To be fair, I have, I don't have I mean, my internet's okay. It's not amazing by any means. It's not fiber or anything. Plus, I have 3 people that are using it at the same time. My wife usually streams, and my son does gaming on it at the same time. So that doesn't help things. In fact, I hear my son clacking away in his room right now on it. Get this out, I think. I just ignore chat and blames the delay. I wish I could say that. No, there definitely is a delay for me. That's the only reason why we're in delay. Has to check and make sure we are not. Oh, that makes sense. So if you cuss in chat, okay. So there's just a way to kind of filter the chat. That makes absolute sense. Wonder if there's a way to get that unfiltered chat without the delay. Alright, they lessen. Okay. Well, we could have gotten that down this turn if they didn't kill our creature. I guess we just do this and hope that we can do the Dino Rush. Just curious, how's the image quality of the stream? I get a warning, so it always tells me that the current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I get it every time I stream, but I'm just curious what you guys see, if the quality of the broadcast is okay. And I'll wait 10 seconds for your response. Perfect on your end? Awesome. Well, that's good to hear. I always get a little nervous over that because it always, it gives me the warning. I just assume my upload speeds aren't large enough for what YouTube prefers. Capital offense. So far, it's good. All right, 720 on your side. we can get the Gulta down. Doesn't have haste. I think we just get it to make sure that we can land it before they do any tricks. Because if they bounced something, if we attacked in, we couldn't cast it. We can save our elf until after we do an attack. Awesome. Good to hear, Chunky. I just noticed how late it's getting. I'm gonna play one more game after this one. This guy's been playing a little slow. For a mono red, or not a mono red, there is it. I guess there is it. Players always play slow, right? No, I'm gonna pay for staying on later tonight. Got a lot going on here in the next couple days. Are they just not there? What's going on here? Supposed to do it. Yeah, he probably is screaming at the screen. Problem is we didn't just straight up win the game on that. They can still win with this slick shot. Which might have been a good reason for us to actually not cast Gulta and cast Spider Manifestation instead. Because we could have blocked his slick shot. Now we basically gave him an opportunity to do 2 pump spells, attack in, and then sacrifice. So that was actually kind of a misplay, getting the Gulta out. Should have done this, because this has reach. It would have been able to block. Not saying he wouldn't destroy this, but it would have gave us a better opportunity to make sure that we win the game. Yeah, I think I'm getting roped. Yep, there it is. He doesn't have enough mana for an Aetherize, so I can attack all in. I always hate this doesn't even feel like a salt rope necessarily. Maybe they did quit. I'm not sure. Come on. We'll play one more game for the night, and then we'll let everybody go after that. Got exciting news for tomorrow. My brother-in-law, he's been in the hospital the last couple days, so he might get released tomorrow. So we're pretty excited about that. He actually ended up having sepsis, which is kind of crazy. Very, very scary. He was in the ICU for a couple days. We don't have ramp, do we? We can get that. We don't have ramp. I feel like we should keep it, but we don't have ramp. Let's not win that. This feels better. We can get rid of the tyrant. Yeah, it was definitely a little touch and go there for a little bit with him. He had kidney stones and ended up getting infected and ran a fever and got rushed to the ER. And yeah, he was in there for 4 days in the ICU. Look at these spider. Back in. Yeah, so excited for him to get out, but unfortunately my wife actually has, I mean, I guess not unfortunately, but my wife has surgery on Monday, so we're gearing up for that. We can get this out. I think we do. It's been a surgery she wanted for a while, back pain, so hopefully she won't have any back pain after this surgery. It's gonna be a long one though. I think it's a 4-hour surgery, which is kind of a little scary. Ooh, Hydra. We need to find our payoff here. Tapped. It is too much hospital. I agree with you. Nobody likes going to the hospital that much. 5, it's 11, 12, 13, 14. Let's attack him with everything. He has to block then. I feel like I'm getting lag. Everything I click on takes a little bit. He did not do the math. I can play an angel deck on my phone while I'm there. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I might just bring my work computer and work on stuff. I have vacation on Monday, and then I got vacation on Wednesday because we got to go in for a follow-up appointment. Fortunately, it's outpatient, so she's not going to be in the hospital overnight or anything like that. It's crazy that it's outpatient, but it is. All right, we're playing one more. I clicked on it. I am enjoying the deck list, Neil. It's a fun one. Thank you for posting it for me. It's a neat alternative to Seems Legit's list. Holy smokes. Let's try it. This kind of looks like it could be fun. See if we can do it fast. Oh, this could be a good one. This might be the game of the night here, Neil. Let's hope they don't have removal. Dinosaur. Get this out. Back in. Oh, they're gonna kill that, aren't they? Oh. All right. We got 5. We didn't draw land. We can discover, or we can badger mole into this. And we just hope we don't hit a sweeper. You're like, man, that deck looks familiar. Yeah, that's funny. I don't know if I've ran into myself on Untapped yet. All right, we got it here, boys. Here we go. We'll do the teamwork. Five or more. We're gonna do these because these are gonna get. I would like to pack in with that other one. They're gonna untap two, so we can go there, 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 there. A lot of Badger Minis. We don't have haste either, do we? Oh, we do have haste. All right, GG. All right, that's a great game to end with. What do we end up with? One away from tier 1, and fun night. Thank you all. Thank you, Neil, for sharing the list, and seems legit for the other list, even though I was running rough tonight with the draws. But I'm going to give her another shake because it's a great list, and I actually want to make a video on that other one as well. But thank you all for staying here tonight, watching and chatting with everybody, and I really do appreciate it. And hope all of you have a fantastic weekend, and I'll catch you guys all later.